Viewer discretion is advised. This video will undoubtedly get report botted. Just know that it will remain up. I've run this past my attorney and everything is good to go. Enjoy. Before we begin with this video, here's Spitty threatening to try and take this video down if this info comes out. Well, I'm not sure why you'd have to do that if there's nothing to hide, but ooh, I'm shaking in my boots. I think they all realize the end is very, very near for them, and things that they don't want to come out are coming out here. I encourage you all to download this video and spread it as much as you'd like. A big rule in life, don't side with the pedophiles.
Anyways, I wouldn't upload it. I would.
No, I'm gonna upload it, and I'm gonna include all new proof too. I'm still gonna upload it. Yeah.
Yeah, but if
And nothing, and absolutely nothing's gonna happen. Yeah, trust me, I've already spoken to a lawyer about it. Your little third world international laws mean absolutely nothing, especially to YouTube. But I appreciate it though. I know you guys are probably scared, but that's up to you, bro.
No, first of all, I'm not even really involved with that shit. It's like Bhop is a very
You're gonna be involved in it now though. You said he wasn't a pedophile, and then now it's confirmed that he was like sexually manipulating an underage girl. Nobody even knows who you are anyway. You know, it's not like your reputation's gonna be ruined because nobody fucking knows who you are. No one knows who you are anyways.
You wanna go in a war? No, you're gonna go in a war.
Oh no, bro! A war against third worlders? What are you gonna bring your little bamboo sticks against me?
Actually, I can remember that.
You want to go to war against me, my friend?
You will still lose, bro. I'm telling you that. Motherfucker literally think he's Giga Chat.
I am a Giga Chat. Go down to the river. Go down to the river. You need a bath. You smell. It is with great pleasure that I officially announce Bhop is no more. A lot has happened with various different people over the last few days, and I am here in front of you all today to officially announce we have won. He has completely given up. He is sitting alone in his shallow little grave that we have made for him. I would assume he tried to sneak a couple kindergartners in there with him. I don't know. I think he tried to bring Nessie in there with him as well, but I'm pretty sure Nessie's over 18. A lot more has come out recently that I want to talk about in this final video. I appreciate your patience. We have a lot of disgusting screenshots, and there is a lot more that I feel needs to be said. I do want to mention, it's hard not to be bitter because negativity will always stick out more than positivity. So if at any point during this I sound angry, I do genuinely apologize. Anyone with a brain realizes how gross Bhop is, but this situation can be quite annoying, especially when a bunch of little flies come out buzzing around him trying to suck his dick. So I'm gonna keep this quite short before we move on to the rest of what I had planned. Nessie. There's nothing quite like a good hypocrite, huh? I know a lot of you all don't know who Nessie is, and that's fine. Really, no one does. He's a little third worlder. He showers in a river, just your classic has to put a YouTuber's name in the title to grow type creator. One of those people. Well, last night, while I was asleep, he decided to join my Discord VC while he was streaming to like his 12 viewers or something. He got in some altercations, but I wasn't there. All I know is that Tabsware put that little fuck right in his place. That or the hamster on the wheel that runs his country's internet stopped running and he disconnected. He's got quite the VOD going over my bye-bye Bhop video. Of course, Nessie hasn't seen all the new disgusting shit that will be presented in this video, but once he does, I would love to see him double down on supporting Bhop. I would also love to see Spitty double down on supporting Bhop too.
Okay guys, what's up, it's me, boy Speedy, and welcome back to a new video on my YouTube channel. And today, so yeah, I wanna expose Bhop for being a pedophile. And yes, let me show you the evidence. Wait, there is no real evidence of that.
Oh no. Oh shit, well that definitely doesn't look good. It's almost like your little third world brain should have understood it when I told you to wait until this video came out. You fucking donkey. Nessie and creators like Nessie are just rodents. They flock to who has the most numbers. Compare that to my viewers who actually look at both sides and see how disgusting those people are. And we're left with a very clear winner. No one is surprised. But very quickly, let's go ahead and take a look at some of Nessie's VOD here. It is about 2 hours of just having my dick in his little third world mouth. And I don't have time to watch it all. I have actual people to talk to, not just one comment on my video. But we can take a slight look. We'll rapid fire this.
Drugs are gay and I'm making the big bank.
Okay, that was the cringiest and most fake fucking laugh I have ever heard.
Hey Nessie, it was a fake laugh because Bhop's joke was really, really bad. Did I say that slow enough for you? It was quite comical. I liked that. You should get a drug for your acne. I hear they have good prescriptions.
Yeah, you should get new teeth braces because it's so obvious that, like, he makes it so obvious that he has fucking braces. Don't you guys agree in the chat?
Yo, chat popping off, boy. Go off, Nessie. I can actually hear the silence. That joke did not land. Oh, buddy. I do not use braces, but I can now see why your videos are always so short and scripted. Keep them that way, buddy. Maybe you can keep gaining 10 subs a day. I didn't try to defame your character. I presented facts. I presented them in a...
Facts? Did you prefer frack? I feel like frack. Yeah.
My bad. You know what? This is a good point. I know I'm American. So I'll do you a favor. This one's on the house. I'll repeat that in a way that you and your little third world friends can understand, alright? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. YouTube, my friend. What is going on? Today, we have a lot of screenshotting of little Bhop sexually abusing underage people, my friending. You are fucking, motherfucking, my friend. I'm out of this cheating shit. My new video that is very highly anticipated, dropping later this
Black
month
screen.
or early August. Make sure to
Again.
hit that. Nessie, your point is that I put up a black screen over where I was plugging my new big video, which, by the way, comes out late July, early August. Gonna talk about a lot of stuff. Let's go ahead and hit 11K subs, huh? And so that means that I don't put effort into my videos. I know you make really bad content. And putting the black screen is just to separate the plug from the normal video, but God, you are so fucking dumb. I know you didn't expect me to rip into you, because no one knows who you are, but dude, if you and your third world pals are gonna get in a Discord and support a pedophile, at least expect this as a possibility, you know what I mean? Grow the fuck up. You're acting the age of someone you'd want to fuck right now.
I'm not.
Okay, man. You can't say that on YouTube, can you?
Yeah, I can say that. He was acting childish, and he likes to fuck kids. I thought it was a pretty good joke. I mean, hey, that's just me, though. I'm just gonna be the one to say it. I wouldn't want you doing your homework to that.
Bro, you can't say that on YouTube. Like, he's saying that people jerk off to him, like the Instagram picture.
Yes, I can say that on YouTube, because I do think that he's gonna jerk off to a picture of me when I was young. If you're addicted, man. But I just hope he gets the help. Bhop. Here in the U.S., we have something called the burden of proof. Now, I don't know if they have that in third world countries, but
Third
when
world
everyone
countries.
thinks something,
Okay,
it's
man.
yes. It's a joke. It's so funny to me seeing all these little foreigners like, I lost so much respect for you after you called Norway a third world. How come only people from certain other countries can tell it's a joke? People in the UK hear that and they're like, oh, he's calling every country that's not the US a third world country. That's a joke. People in Canada, they're like, oh, he's calling every country that's not the US a third world country. That's a joke. But the second they're from fucking India or New Zealand or Norway, I get cultural differences, I guess. But the second they're from there, they're like, he's calling Norway a third world country? Yes, I'm gonna call you a fucking third world country. I don't care what you have. Okay, I like to envision Nessie and Bhop at a fucking Microsoft support center, and they're riding like fucking one of these motorcycles to work. I don't give a fuck. I'm not apologizing for a joke. If you're offended that I call Norway a third world country, I do not care.
It's
Yeah,
like hella cringe.
he just mentioned that his dad is dead, I guess. But
It's sticking out in my
like, it does. Why would you have to mention
brain.
it?
Why would I have to mention it? Because it was not supposed to be public. He had to search to find my Instagram. He puts it up for everyone to see. What? It's just a picture of my fucking dead dad. Who gives a fuck? Nobody's like, aw, we'll side with AX3 because his dad's dead. No. They're like, oh, that Bhop guy, he's trying to interact sexually with children online. Maybe the guy pointing it out is onto something. After Nessie took my big fat American cock out of his mouth, he then proceeded to join a call with Tabsware. And let me just be the one to say, if you're going to get into an argument with anyone online, do not get into an argument with Tabsware. Tabs might have been a huge piece of shit in his past, but current Tabs is a fucking G. Tabsware, while I was asleep, took the liberty of just putting Nessie right in the fucking ground. If you were in my Discord server, you would have heard this. Things like these just happen at discord.gg/AX3. What can I say? I'm just going to include this one part because I just want to say,
I made a police report today. I made a online cybercrime police report for an investigation for possible pedophilia.
me too, Tabs. Me too. But not because of what happened in the first video I made. Rather, because of what's gonna happen in this one. Nessie, you enjoyed my videos. It's a shame the pedophile in this case had more subs and you were attracted to him because you fought for the wrong team, buddy. While the big pedophile goes down, you will be nothing but a little gnat falling down with him. Why you decided to ruin your image standing up for a pedophile, I don't know, but what's done is done. Hopefully after you watch the rest of this video, you don't double down because I don't see much coming back from this. Not that you really had anything to begin with, but nevertheless. Let's get started, huh? All of us collectively have dug Bhop his grave. And quite frankly, I see absolutely no harm in gathering everyone up one last time and just pissing all over it. A lot has happened since my video came out yesterday, but the biggest takeaway that I've personally gotten from it is to never be too nice. There was a lot more that I could have shown that I will be showing you all today, and it is disgusting. But I suppose that when his defense originally for one of the incidents was How was I supposed to know he was 15?
The fanboy didn't specify his age on the post or in his profile. So how are we supposed to know the fanboy is under 18?
Well, I guess I just kind of assumed everyone would be on the same page, and I did assume correctly because, well, there's not really much of a way to dig yourself out of that hole.
But when I said that, I didn't really know the fanboy was 15 years old at the time.
That's why this is what his comment section looks like, and this is what mine looks like. That is why my DMs look like this, and his DMs look like this. I've learned a lot about him since then, and later in this video, I will have jokes and things like that. But for the very beginning, I would like to showcase something rather dark, which is not something that I usually do on this channel. That being said, when I say I know more about him now, I really do. Bhop here, or should I call him whatever the fuck this is quite the character. Sure enough, upon just searching his name up, I found his LinkedIn profile. Nothing bad at all, although I will make jokes about it later. But I want to get something important out of the way, and soon you will see why this LinkedIn is important to note. I do want to warn you, if you are a victim of sexual abuse or sexual manipulation, I would like you to just be advised. I have a lot of viewers here who have been through very similar situations, and the entire purpose of this video is to protect people. So if you're uncomfortable with these things, I will put a timestamp up on screen where you can skip these disgusting messages. I'm going to read something for you all now that I know Bhop has been praying never sees the light of day. I was really wondering last night why Bhop was so afraid of me and so scared of the video. If he was as innocent as he claims, it would have taken nothing but a few screenshots to disprove my entire video. And then maybe 99% of the world wouldn't think he's such a fucking creep. But sure enough, I had a very nice young lady reach out to me and share her own experience with Bhop. And this is where things start to get just a little bit more serious. I'm going to go over a few things here. So if you're going to pay attention to anything in this video, pay attention to this. Afterwards, we will go back to me just being a complete dumbass. But this is something that actually needs to be taken seriously. Bhop reached out to a young woman named Casey May 3rd, 2021. We have extensive photo and video evidence that this was Bhop's official account at the time. Although, as he will tell you, he changes accounts very frequently. A little bit suspicious, but alright. It's almost like he's trying to hide something and throw people off his trail. I'm going to link an entire video from this exact time period where you can see that this is indeed his account and that everything lines up. Another thing I'm going to be doing. Temporarily, we are going to be making some changes to my Discord server to allow people who are just in the middle of everything to see raw, uncut proof, whether it be videos or screenshots. Normally, when you join my server, you'd see nothing but this button asking you to click it, and that unlocks the rest of my server. For the time being, and up until this drama dies down, there will be a new button that unlocks a channel with everything that I'm going to show you all here today. This button will only unlock that channel. If you want to take screenshots of things or assess the proof for yourself, I encourage you to. If afterwards you'd like to click the other button to become a server member, feel free, or you can just take a look and you can leave. On top of this, KC stands to gain absolutely nothing from coming forward with these messages. She was very hesitant to even give me permission to share these because she was worried that people would come and harass her for speaking up, similar to what they are trying to do in my Discord server. She wanted her name blurred, and I had to assure her that if it was going to be blurred, any of the people who are trying to defend his pedophilia would have an easy scapegoat. They could just say that it's fake. For obvious reasons, I've had her change her Discord tag. I want to say thank you to KC for being brave and stepping out, and I know to you, he can seem a little daunting, but in reality, he's just a big old pepperoni-faced clown. Due to how disgusting some of these messages are, I will not be reading his text in my normal Bhop impression voice. Bhop is also from a third world country. That's kind of a joke. He's from Norway, so he speaks very rough English. I'm going to take the liberty of reading them normally. Like, for example, in the first message where he says, just want to say thank for the nitro boost, I'm going to replace thank with thanks. You get what I mean? Just so that everyone can fully understand. Obviously, the screenshots will be up on screen. May 3rd, 2021. KC had just boosted one of Bhop's servers. She had also been watching Bhop for a little while on YouTube. Bhop initiates a conversation with KC. Hey there. Just wanted to say thanks for the nitro boost. No problem. I've been watching for a long time. Sick, thanks. How long have you been in the server? Not very long, because it always changes. Why you gotta be a mystery man? Haha, yes. I am not a mystery man. You watch the videos, so you must know me. You don't talk about yourself. Well, ask me a question. What do you do besides YouTube? Education/school. Takes up a lot of time. That's pretty neat. Where do you go to school? In Oslo at the moment. How about you? We're gonna take a slight break because this is another major factor of the validity and authenticity of these screenshots. You see, do you remember in the beginning when I mentioned that LinkedIn profile? Well, I did some research. And sure enough, when you scroll down, you get to see his education, where he went to school. He graduated college from a school called Noroff. I believe that's how you say it. I did the most simple Google search, and what do we see? University in Oslo, Norway. Before we continue, I'm going to direct the following statements to the three of you that always seem to want to support and justify Bhop's pedophilia. These screenshots are old. That account of his has been deleted. I wonder why. He posted that he graduated from college in January of 2022 on his YouTube channel. These messages take place in May of 2021. He talks just like him. His account matches up. This individual knows things that only Bhop would have known at the time, such as where he was going to university. And this individual reached out to thank her for a server boost for a server that account had owned. On top of this is an image I made for the proof section of my Discord server, the one that I mentioned earlier. He makes the same specific typo down to the letter. The image on the right is a verified conversation from May of 2021 with Bhop. The left is the KC incident. The same specific typo. What the fuck are the odds of that? You can't message that account of his anymore. He's deleted it. I wonder why. So everything you see is set in stone. I'm gonna go over a couple of the pedophile supporters later, but the people defending this, from the bottom of my heart, you are disgusting pieces of shit, and the entire world, outside of your pedophile supporting community, agrees with me. Let's continue. In Oslo at the moment, how about you? I'm not old enough to be in college or university or whatever you call it over there. Only 15. Feels bad, man. I'm not in a big fancy college like you. Nah, not a problem. What do you think you'll do when you're older? I don't know. No one's ever asked me before. Well, I'm asking you. I can see that. I think I'll work with animals. I have a lot of pets. She talks about having a lot of pets and asks him if he would like to see her pets. She says, I can show you some pictures if you want. Do they have you in them? Or just the animals? Some of them. I assume she sent that in response to him asking her if they had her face in them. Do you want me to crop my face out? No, not at all. Very cute. You and the animals. Aw, thank you. No problem. I have to start work on something. I'll add you to the call later tonight if you want. Oh, really? That sounds like fun. Keep in mind, KC at this time sees his huge YouTube channel that she watches and is now being directly invited to hang out in a private group call with him. She is a 15-year-old girl. She had absolutely zero idea of what his intentions were, and she just felt like she was special. We're now going to fast forward approximately 13 days after he had first messaged her. And whether or not you would like to agree with what Casey tells me, that is up to you. The screenshots can't lie though. But she tells me at this point they had been talking for nearly 2 weeks, they had joined private calls together, and they had DM'd each other a decent amount. This is where that led for her. Hey, sorry for random message. I was just interested if you would ever sell pictures. I know it sounds weird, but I figured I'd ask. What types of pictures would you want exactly? I can see you already don't want to. I will get them somewhere else. Sorry. I mean, I'm just wondering what you want. To try out, it can be lower or upper body with clothes. I don't get it. You want pictures of me with my clothes on? I mean, if you want to take stuff off, you can. But I like to go slow. I would do $1 per picture I like. Legitimate offer. Up to you. I mean, I guess. Can we do it later, though? I'm babysitting my little brother. I don't know. I'm looking for some now. I can talk to another person. No, it's fine. All right, let me go to the bathroom. I just need to put on a show for... I'm gonna censor her little brother's name here. And I'm not even gonna read that. I don't really have many words, to be honest. The thing that I like to do with YouTube is to entertain people. I like to try to make people laugh. This is not something you can really laugh at. I can see why Bhop was scared. I can see why Bhop is trying to claw his way out of the situation. I can also see why he's trying to scrape little pieces of credibility back as best he can, but it's over. It's kind of been over, but at this point, it really is just done. I'm going to talk about a few more things, and I'm going to try to entertain you all, but for those wondering how it could have gotten much worse for Bhop, I hope you are satisfied. Here's one funny thing that has come from this, however. I decided to just give Nessie a little heads up on this video, because even though him and his friends were dick riding Bhop and shit talking me last night, Nessie at one point did actually enjoy my videos, so I figured maybe he could save face. Upon receiving some of the shit that would be in this video, it was straight from him shit talking me last night and defending Bhop to, I'm going to be honest, I have no idea what's going on right now. So I'm going to be in your upcoming response video because I was defending Bhop in my live stream? Yep, offended pedo, talked shit. I actually liked you, man. Me and Hyper are bros and you're friends with him. Is what it is, though. Take it easy. I don't remember. Was I directly defending him? Or was I just commenting on some stuff? Yep. You and all your little buddies were. Just wanted to be a man and tell you. I think the person directly defending him was just Spitty because he claims he knows him. Yeah, I was just the commentator, man. That's what I remember. I was just commentator. Also, I will say we are up to about 8 whole people who have tried to come out and support Bhop. A few of them have been digging for some juicy dirt on me, though. I'll give you some. Some of the people I actually kind of fuck with, I can tell they're just joking, but it's hard for me to know if you're coming at me maliciously, unlike with jokes. You can kind of tell the difference. There's one where I say that I fuck dogs, but don't be mad at me, dude. Tabsworth said he'd make sure his cat didn't walk straight for a fucking week. So what? I mentioned that I like to fuck dogs. If these are just jokes, I love this. Just don't spam general chat. Put in memes. But for some of you, it does seem like this is trying to be like a real point against me. I think all of you know that is a joke. I have a very wonderful human girlfriend. She's been on the channel before. But if it is real, I mean, if that's where you want to draw the lines, side A, man who makes joke about fucking dog, and side B, a man who literally sexually manipulated an underage girl, fucking go for it. Knock yourself out, man. I will say, a lot more people on side A, though. Some of the other ones, there was a joke that I make all the fucking time, asking, like, can we get a dox on somebody? Like I'm a little hacker man, and me saying, like, I would run their shit. I make this joke all the time. I'm going to continue to make it. Third worlders, for the life of them, cannot understand sarcasm or mocking type humor. I know everyone else can, but if you were genuinely thinking that I was going to try and get someone's docs in my own Discord server, you're a fucking idiot. Another one that's been floating around. This one is funny for a different reason. Boy, that is the fakest font I have ever seen in my entire fucking life. Try harder. I feel actually disrespected that you try and pass something so awful. Genuinely, like, I'm fucking offended. I feel like I'm fucking Drake. This is my Drake moment. You know when he's like, 500,000 on my head is disrespect? Something that fake is actually disrespectful to me. Like, what? Can you not just try a little bit harder? That's all I'm asking for. You guys are fucking really fighting for it, huh? OMG, guys! Bhop! OMG, guys! He admits it right here! We win! You guys are fucking retarded. I will be contacting Bhop's local jurisdiction with this and a variety of other things, because as we were reviewing things for this video, he wanted to be a smartass, and this is his brand new account, so everyone can verify this. I don't understand why the person is streaming it instead of making a police report. So yeah, we're gonna make a police report soon, and soon enough, that ugly-ass name should be on a sex offender registry list. It's hard to move on from that, but we're going to. If you were in Bhop's Discord yesterday, and if you were, I am sorry for you, you might have noticed him trying his best to hold back the tears. He was sitting in there with him and his little buddies for a few hours, saying barely nothing. When he would speak, it was very reminiscent of a wounded little animal. He'd only come out and talk when he felt that he was safe. I'd been listening to some of their conversations, and Bhop was scared, sad, and quiet. His friends, however, did in fact have my cock in their mouths, but there's nothing to worry about with them. You see, the reason Bhop was shaking in his boot was not entirely because of what we had talked about yesterday. It's because of what we've already talked about and what we're going to talk about right now. You see, I think the reason Bhop was scared of yesterday's video before it even came out was because he assumed I was not going to bring these things up. You see, Bhop here, or this shit, I guess. Well, what a third world name that is. Love the LinkedIn, by the way, bro. I mean, what a profile this is, right? Looking good, buddy. I like the beard. Also, you're a penetration tester, huh? You testing a lot of penetration lately, or what? You see, as it turns out, our little friend Bhop here has had a lot more interactions with underage people than I had assumed. At this point, he is already done. The winners and losers have been decided, and I stand to gain almost nothing from this video. The reason I'm making this video is simply because I do not want anyone else to get manipulated. I do not want anyone else to fall for his lies. And I gotta be honest, I can see why Chris Hansen enjoyed his job so much. It is actually quite fun putting a pedophile on complete blast. I had told Bhop very bluntly that if he were to try and sue me, or if he were to make a response video that didn't apologize, that I would simply make the situation severely worse for him by showing the world even grosser shit that he had done. And I think we have succeeded. So some of you might be asking, Dylan, if he's so scared, why even bother making this video? And that's a great question. The answer is because he deserves it. Let's get the Zeb thing out of the way, because although admittedly this is one of the less serious incidents involving him, it's still important, and it still has him tangled up in a big, I didn't know he was 15 web. The biggest piece of criticism that I have received from the 3 people that are defending Bhop is, did you cut out part of Zeb's screenshot? Maybe he not want to fuck little boy after all. I left in the parts that were necessary at the time, but since I truly do want to shit on his grave here, let's go ahead and talk about this, huh? After he said you're welcome, he said this. Also, he never DM'd me or talked to me in any way. I responded, just wondering about the thread, because that's where most of his actions took place. He cannot hurt you, do not worry. I tried to remind him that because Zeb is now an adult, that Bhop would not want to touch his little asshole if he came out against him. Now, you see this could actually look pretty solid in Bhop's defense. I mean, before this video came out, obviously. So why is Bhop still so scared? Zeb has obviously shown everyone what I've supposedly cut out, right? Well, well, well. What do we have here? So we got a little bit to unpack here, huh? You think I would buy picture for $10? Which, in this case, by the way, would be child porn. When I legitimate don't even give you config? And then the person he was talking to, who goes by the name Big in these screenshots, said, well, they send me this. Welp, it would appear, in fact, that Bhop and Zeb had plans to make a little business transaction, huh? But it gets a little bit better, doesn't it? I am buying, yes. You see, the reason this video is pissing on the grave of Bhop is because he is, in fact, in the grave. This video is completely optional for me to make. We have already won. When his defense is immediately, gamers, how was I supposed to know he was 15? It's game over there for you. Come on, Bhop. Dude, you're a fucking child penetration tester. What blows my mind is how anyone can hear the defense, how was I supposed to know he was 15, and be like, you know what? That's actually a pretty fair point.
But when I said that, I didn't really know the fanboy was 15 years old at the time.
Now, Bhop, I know you suffer with Asperger's. You have a very, very hard time processing very, very simple things. So I figured we'd do a fun little thing, you know, like we tend to do here at the AX3 channel. And I figured I would draw you a very small little visual representation of what this looks like to 99% of the world. That way you could understand why everyone thinks that you're a disgusting piece of shit. You see, now this is our old pal Bhop on a very nice and completely unrelated street with no association to him at all. This is a fresh 15-year-old femboy, but of course, to him, it's just a femboy. He goes up and is like, hello gamer, I'd like to buy some inappropriate pictures of you. I will pay you for sexual and inappropriate pictures of little boy penis. Now, before this femboy even responds, could anyone spot where Bhop made a mistake? Because I, for one, can see a few areas that could use some work. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, we fucked with this pedophile so hard that people are telling me I was too mean to him, even though he has 16 times the subscribers. Isn't that fucking amazing? Thank you all for being on the winning team. He is now suffering the consequences of his own actions, but there's just a little bit more. You guys remember that whole mommy situation? You know, you saw this video? Well, you might have seen some of the screenshots floating around the server or in the last video, but Tabsware just asked straight up, was the recipient underage? Pretty sure, yeah. She was not 18 for sure. I don't know if she was 16 or 17 at that time. Now, we saw some of this yesterday, but what I didn't include for the safety of your own eyes was some grade A dick pics, baby. Oh, yeah. Sent by none other than Bhop himself to, guess who? Can we get we need a drum roll. Can we get a guess? How old was the woman that he sent dick pics to? Was she under the age of 18 or over the age of 18? He sent them to the underage girl. Now, I'll link to a video by my good friend Zombie where he completely explains why these are in fact him, because just like every other thing, Bhop's just claiming it's not him. Oh my god, you're so fucking done. Bhop, you are a disgusting piece of shit. I find it very funny that you attempt to make a threat towards me by saying the words, "Oh, gamers, all I would have to do is post him encouraging underage adultery." But the joke you're so desperately trying to take out of context wouldn't even work as a threat. You really do have Asperger's, huh, little buddy? You're probably the last person in the world who'd want to be making threats right now, especially towards me. On top of this, the world will forever know the truth about you. That being said, for the love of God, can you just take an actual fucked up joke of mine out of context? There's nothing you could do with this. Now, I have respect for this young man. He is a young entrepreneur. This forum has a marketplace section, and he is just engaging with his entrepreneurial spirit. I'm making a joke that someone's engaging with their entrepreneurial spirit. You actually fuck kid. For someone so experienced in the scene, you're doing this completely wrong. You've already admitted that my comment was a joke. You've just taken away all power that that little threat had. You complete fucking idiot. Please take something actually good of mine out of context. You know what? I'll do you one better. I know that you like to double down on things, mainly trying to fuck kids. I'll double down on something for you. I will help you find something I said that you can take out of context. At least then the clip would make any sense at all. There's a reason none of your little dick riders are like, oh yeah, get him for saying that kid is an entrepreneur. Because they know that you look like a fucking dumbass. But I make pretty fucked up jokes. And quite frankly, I'm sure we could find something that would work. I give you full permission to take any of these out of context or anything that you could find. Just something, anything. So that one thing you say can finally just have an ounce of weight to it. Liquid is the last American team left, and I think that says a lot. I think it would be better if OC got replaced. I don't have a real reason for this, of course, but something just seems off. Something seems out of place. You know, I can't quite put a finger on. That one's pretty good. A classic, edgy joke. A super solid one. You could work with that. In the same video you decided to respond to a month and a half later, there was a clip of me calling Breeztix, who's actually a very nice guy, by the way. I call him Stephen Hawking. That is incredibly ableist. Breeztix is just deaf, you know? That could be taken wildly out of context. And one more, just off the top of my head, there is a whole video that you'd be into. I make a bunch of pedophile jokes. It's the child predators on CSGO video. I mean, ignore the editing style. I was trying something new, you know, gotta fail to grow, but a couple of gems in there. At least this way, maybe with my help, you can do something right for once. Your threats are harmless. You are disgusting. And quite frankly, you deserve everything that may ever happen to you. It makes me very happy to know that you realize and understand that you have lost. The numbers do not lie. The proof does not lie. The only person that lies is you, my friend. Your words are hollow, Bhop, whereas mine carry weight. How you managed to get absolutely fucking destroyed by a community 16 times smaller than you, I do not know. But you seriously need to take some time to back up and reflect. Go back into hibernation, let your channel continue to die, and try and stay away from kids. Thank you all for watching, and thank you in particular to like the 400 fucking people that have joined the Discord server within the last 18 hours. As I'm talking right now, there's like 25 people in the VC. I love you guys, and take it easy.
Bhop, yo, you show me a shot. Heard you let them kids while your face got all them red spots. We gon' pull that to your crib and I'm posted with a red dot.